Valentine's Day, the day of love. Or if you're a sinning like me, the day that Hallmark makes a killing. Your sweetie pays for overpriced roses at the last minute, so you won't be mad, and enough candy is sold to give Jardiance record profits. So where did Valentine's Day come from? Was it some invention by Hallmark? To make your sweetie feel guilty? Well, no. Here's the skinny on the origin of Valentine's Day. And if you eat all that candy, you won't be. Every February 14th, gifts of love and affection are showered on loved ones, and not just between significant others. When I was in elementary school, we got to make Valentine's Day cards and exchange them between classmates. I wouldn't say that I loved all my classmates. All this revolves around a person named Saint Valentine. Who is Saint Valentine? Glad you asked. The identity of Saint Valentine isn't really clear-cut, as the holiday itself contains both Christian and pagan Roman traditions. The Catholic Church recognizes 3 different saints named Valentine or Valentinus. One take is that Valentine was a priest that lived during the 3rd century in Rome. Emperor Claudius II, deciding that single men made better soldiers than married men, outlawed marriage for young men. No clue on what kind of polling was used to come to this conclusion. Saint Valentine, for his part, thought this was a lot of malarkey, and continued to perform marriages secretly. Claudius found out and ordered Valentine to be put to death. The second Saint Valentine was thought to be Saint Valentine of Terni, a bishop. He was also put to death by Claudius II, keeping with an unfortunate trend. The third Saint Valentine was supposedly killed for helping Christians escape from Roman prisons, where they were being tortured. When he was in prison, Saint Valentine sent the first Valentine greeting after falling in love with the jailer's daughter, with the signature, "From your Valentine." Or so the story goes anyway. Valentine supposedly died around 270 AD. Because of the romantic backstory, Valentine would become one of the most popular saints in England and France. The celebration of Lupercalia was a fertility festival dedicated to Faunus, the Roman god of agriculture. The members of Luperci, an order of Roman priests, gathered at a sacred cave and would then sacrifice a goat for fertility and a dog for purification. The goat's hide would be cut into strips and dipped into sacrificial blood. The priest would then go into the streets and slap the women as well as the crop fields with the bloodied goat hide. This was believed to make the women more fertile and the crops give bigger yields. These women would then place their names in a big urn, and the single men would pick a name out of the urn to find their true love. With the divorce rate being over 50%, who's to say this method might not work? However, with the rise of Christianity, this method was outlawed, and at the end of the 5th century, Pope Gelasius declared February the 14th, the time of Lupercalia, to be St. Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day greetings were popular during the Middle Ages, with written greetings appearing around 1400, long before the first Hallmark store was opened in 1910. The oldest greeting was a poem written in 1415 by Charles, Duke of Orleans, to his wife while he was imprisoned in the Tower of London. Valentine's Day is celebrated in the United States, Canada, Mexico, the UK, France, and Australia. By 1900, printed cards began to replace written letters due to improvements in print technology. Americans began exchanging handmade valentines in the early 1700s. In the 1840s, Esther A. Howland, known as the Mother of the Valentine, began selling the first mass-produced valentines. Her creations were made using lace, ribbons, and colorful pictures. Today, Valentine's Day is the second largest card-sending holiday of the year, with Christmas coming in as number 1. Cha-ching!